Okay, so after a really long time of no videos, I made part 1 over a year ago. I'm finally going to be doing a part 2 to my Megaminx tutorial. So let's see how it goes. So with part 2, we're going to deal with permutation. And to start that off, we're going to start with edge permutation. And there's only 2 cases, and they're both really simple. So I'll get both cases ready for you. Okay, cool. So here we go. So for edge permutation, there's only 5 cases that you need to know. And like I said, only deal with the edges. Don't look at any corners right now. I scrambled them a little bit so it'd be a bit easier. So for the first one, we have 2 edges solved, as you can see, and they're touching. So they're right here. And there's going to be 2 cases like this, as I said. So one where this edge, I always look at this middle one, it goes to the left. Or this where 2 solved and it goes to the right. So these are just simple U-perms, kind of like if you were to compare it on a 3x3. So the one that goes to the left is this J-perm. These are both J-perms. And this one goes like this. Like that. And as you can see now, the edges are solved. Description will have all the algs if you need to read them, go any slower, so on. So second case, once again, 2 solved, and this is going to the right now. So it's also J-perm. This one you will know because it is exactly the same as this one on 3x3, which is most people's favorite alg. So yeah, just a standard one, and do the standard alg. If you can use a little bit of thumb action in there if you want to be fancy. For these other cases, we also have 2 edges solved, and they're no longer touching, as you can see. They're separated by 1. And there's 2 cases, so one goes to the bottom, and this edge goes to the top. Those are 2 cases. So we'll start with the one that goes to the top. So you want to go R2 prime to start. And you want to bring it to where it wants to go. So this piece went up, so you start at the top, bring it up, then R2. Yeah, really simple alg. And similarly for the other one, it goes to the bottom. You're going to start with R2 this time. Yeah, really simple. 2 very simple algs. Okay, so now for the 5th edge permutation alg, this is the one where there's only 1 solved edge, and you can do this alg from any angle, but for the pure case, you want, or pure as in no AUF after, you want it so this solved is in the top right, and these 2 will switch, and these 2 will switch. So the alg goes like this. I do it on the table, it'll make it a lot easier. So R and an L at the same time. And as you can see, it solves it. And just to prove it, the solved edge is in the bottom now. If I do the same alg, yeah, just a AUF now. So you can do it from any angle you want. And that's it for the edges. Okay, so now corners. This is really perfect. We're left with our 3 cycles. So we're going to start with 2 A-perm looking ones. So there's this one, and I'll start with this. So this, you want to have your block here on your left, and this one, the headlights are here. If you're comparing it to a 3x3, you want to start like this, and then you're going to push this back part, bring it back, switch out this edge, so bring it back, switch it out, and then carry through. So yeah. Yeah, so that's alg. I'll do it again. And I do it with my ring finger for finger tricks. So, as you can see. Now for the other alg, it's also quite simple. I'll just set it up. It looks like this, so headlights are now in the back, and now we're going to change how we hold it. So before it was like this, we're going to switch it over here, so headlights are on our right again. So yeah, and then you want to do this. You want to hold it like this way instead of up. So once you're in this position, it's very simple again. You want to start by going down, switch it out, and then I use my thumb, and then up, and then bring this back, and then carry through. So yeah. So yeah, that's kind of how I finger trick it. So slowly, once again, use my thumb. Yeah. So that's this one. Sorry, I'm bad. So here we have the strange A-perms as I was talking about, and this is one of them. There's two cases, one where this edge here goes up to the top, and one where it goes over here to the right. So left versus right. This one, it goes to the right here, so it's gonna start like this. So I'm just gonna say the important parts, and you'll see the alg, but for me, I remember it goes to the right, I go the B move, and then start with the R2 prime, and then like so. And yeah, so that's the alg. It's pretty fast. I like it better than commutators. And now if we look at this one, where this piece goes up to the top left here, it's quite simple, but you'll see the difference here, where it's like, do that B move. Instead of the R2, you only go once down, and then, oops, sorry, I'll do that again. So it's like this, and then once more, and now to solve it. So yeah, so those are the strange cases. Now we'll move on to force cycles. Okay, so now we have force cycles. So this is the first and easiest. So as you can see, there's 4 corners that need to be solved and 2 headlights. So headlight, headlight, pretty simple to recognize. And this case is extremely easy. So you want to hold it with this block in the left, top left over here. Do this. So R and L prime at the same time, over, and you want to do this move. So that's one of them. You want to do that 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. This is 3, and then over, back down. So up and down. I had a corner twist, but yeah, you get the idea. So that's number 1. Number 2 is this one. So we no longer have headlights, but you can see that this face's color is green, and they're facing away like this, like I think it's called a horse or something. And then similarly on this side, facing away like this. So for this case, you want to hold the block in the back, and this has a rotation in it, so I'll do it slowly. This is honestly probably the worst case that you'll have. So it starts like this, and you rotate, and this is kind of a commutator. And then the commutator would end here, and then you'd bring it through. So it's just a setup move, and then a commutator, and U2. And yeah, that's the worst case. Now for the third case, we have a very familiar case. It is this case. So as you can see, these two have matching colors, and yeah, they're green, they go here, blocks here on the left. And this is just an E-perm. So on 3x3, as you can see, you know, E-perms, like, same deal. So you would solve it like that. And with this move, for Megaminx, we can do the same thing. So use your thumb now, like that. Or how I do it, I put it on the table, and I go like this. I do it from the side. So instead of doing it up and down, I do it like this. So yeah, once more. Cool. And now we're left to 5 cycles. And 5 cycles are kind of different because we just use commutators. So commutating like this. That's how lots of people do it, which is very fast. People get really fast at doing it like that. I personally like to put it on the table and do it from the side. So as you can see, no corners are solved. So I would go like this, and then start the commutator, I'd move it like that. And then I'd say, okay, this one is this blue, or yeah, blue, beige, gray one. So I'd bring it spot here. Switch it out kind of. This is also how you solve like 3x3 if you're a beginner, etc. Bring it to a spot. It can be very fast. So yeah, that's how you can solve all 5 cycles. There's a couple of them. Okay, so yeah, that's all the cases you need to know for quote-unquote advanced Megaminx last layer. Yeah, so there's quite a bit of a gap between this video and the part 1 to this video. So if you guys are curious, let me know, and maybe I can redo the first one, make it a little better quality. I have a new camera. I edit videos now. I know a little bit more. So yeah. Yeah, this is all you need. You can start learning some PLL after this, but you are plenty fast with these AUGs to get to sub 1 quite easily. I've done it. Yeah, you don't need very much PLL. So thanks for watching, and comment if you have any questions, you want me to elaborate on something, or I don't know, tell me if you have a better AUG. I'm always up for learning new things about Megaminx. So yeah.